Welcome to Dover International Speedway for the running of the Kelpshake 400 here in the Nicktoons Racing League. It's the third race of the season, and we're here at the Monster Mile here in Dover for the running of the Kelpshake 400. Here is your starting lineup. In row number 1, we have the 7 car of Brad Carbuncle and the 95 car of Tuck Carbuncle. The Carbuncle Bros start in the first row. Followed behind, in row number 2, we have the 24 of Patrick Starr and the 9 of Jenny Wakeman. For the first time, Jenny Wakeman does not start in the front row this season here in these points races. In row number 3, we have Sam Dullard in the 12 car, and we also have, in the 22, Sheldon Lee. Row number 4, we have the 32 of Mr. Krabs and the number 1 car of Auto Rockets. And last but certainly not least, in row number 5, we have the 5 car of Twister Rodriguez and the 20 car of SpongeBob SquarePants. As they will roll off of pit road, lots of questions surrounding this, such as Brad Carbuncle being the leader in point standings after 2 races here. But who knows what's going to happen, as it goes to show that this point standings have been pretty crazy so far this season. As after the Nicktoons 500, we had the MLATR gang inside of the top 4, and after the Mesmers 350, it just got all shivered up. So we will see what happens this race. Who knows if Brad will even stay up top on that leaderboard, as he has about 355 points. Here we go! It's time to go crazy here in the Monster Mile! As the green flag is out and we are underway! Ooh, 3 wide into the front stretch. Between 3 cars, Brad Carbuncle dropped all the way back. He's all the way back in 6th. Man, what a crazy thing for Brad Carbuncle. As meanwhile, his brother is still inside the top 3. As Jenny Wakeman and the number 9 will start leading it. Here on lap number 3. This track is insanely slippery. They call it the Monster Mile, and they don't call it that for nothing. 3 wide here is incredibly dangerous, and even 4 wide is even more so. So we will see what happens here. It's going to be very interesting coming down to the wire for these last few laps. We run 40 here. As Twister Rodriguez trying to make a move on Tuck Carbuncle for 2nd position. Here comes his teammate, Auto Rocket in 4th in the 1 car, trying to chase after and trying to follow suit. Trying to pass Tuck on the low side, maybe, perhaps, not this corner, maybe next corner. He will try and shoot down there, but Tuck holds the bottom line and he slides up the racetrack. Here comes Sheldon Lee, trying to make it 3 wide with Patrick Starr in the 24. Patrick Starr has been a top story here today, too. He's been crashing out all year, basically, so far. So we'll see what happens. As Twister Rodriguez, last week's winner, starts leading. But here comes Tuck Carbuncle in the number 95. Whoa! With Auto Rocket down low, there's 4 wide! It's out the front stretch! Oh, Auto Rocket gets hard into the wall! Oh, when he gets collected, as just absolutely in the back end, just destroys him. It's SpongeBob. What's going on with the battle for the lead? It's going to be Tuck Carbuncle. As we have, surprisingly, I don't think we have a caution. No, there's no caution. There is no caution on the racetrack. So a tough break for Brad Carbuncle As it looks like he is just gonna be on the air. He's just gonna be just like not even doing. Actually wait. Apologies. It was auto rocket. I kind of got a brain fart there for a second. It was auto rocket. Excuse me. I am not a robot. I am not perfect. As Jenny Wakeman, who is a robot, is gonna pass the 95 Carbuncle for second position. As everything basically spreads out after that horrifying incident. The good news is that Otto was able to drive away from that, so he looks like he is not injured after that wreck. That was a pretty horrifying wreck into the outside, or in the inside wall, excuse me. As Twister Rodriguez, it's all Twister right here, much like it was last week at Lowe's. We'll see if Twister can win back-to-back, become the first driver in NRL history to win back-to-back races. That didn't even happen inside the test races. As we are on lap number 12 now. As everything's basically spread out here at the Monster Mile. We have a few battles for position. This one is for 5th position. Patrick Starr and the 24 and the 32 car of Mr. Krabs. Trying to fight for position here. The final really big points value spot here, so pretty big battle. Oh, here comes Jenny Wakeman trying to make a move on Tuck. Trying to go to his inside. She will clear him. And she will take that second spot away from Tuck. But here comes Tuck right away! Comes Tuck right down low, once again. Taking the spot away from Jenny. As let's go on board with Tuck. Down to the low side goes Jenny Wakeman once again trying to... Whoa! That was crazy. Ooh, Sheldon Lee trying to do something here into 22. So it looks like some of the lead cars have caught up. As Twister still continues to pull away in that 5 car. So we are on lap number 16. Some battle. Basically, the battles are all for 2nd position and 3rd position at the moment. That's how Carbuncle retakes 2nd. And Mr. Krabs goes down low on Jenny to take 3rd. For the moment, at least. Ooh, that was close. It's always very scary whenever they get, they slide up the racetrack like that. Like Sheldon did right there. Always really scary whenever that happens because you never know if they're going to hook somebody in the fender. Ooh, like that just happened right there. But you can still see some guys with damage. Here's Brad Carbuncle. Probably the biggest story. He's down in 9th. He's the points leader. Meanwhile, Otto is off track. I think he's the only one to be retired off of that one wreck that did not bring out a caution, surprisingly. 9-5 the Tuck Carbuncle. Whoa, it's 3 wide back here. Which position is this for? I believe this is for 4th right here. It looks like Jenny Wakeman will take it. Here on lap 20 comes the 22 car of Sheldon Lee. Trying to make a move for that position. As Twister Rodriguez continues to lead here on lap 21. Now our pass. That's going to be Patrick Starr in the 24 car. Patrick actually looking like he's gonna finish a race for the first time, but I don't want to jinx him like I did last week. As it looks like he's going to get passed by Sheldon Lee in the 22. Ooh! Sheldon Lee had to get on the brakes really, really hard there to avoid hitting Ginny. We'll see if Mr. Krabs tries to make a move on Tuck for second, but I don't think he's gonna. He's just gonna stay right there for right now. Sammy with some heavy damage. I think he was slightly involved in that wreck with Otto earlier. So he has a little bit of damage. I don't even know if he's even for position. They just passed him right away. Ooh, meanwhile, here he goes. Mr. Krabs to the inside of Tuck Carbuncle for second. He's going to try and beat him down the backstretch, maybe. He can try and get him inside this corner. I think he actually can. We'll see what happens. Whoever has the best grip, and he will clear him for second. So it's Twister in first, Mr. Krabs in second, Tuck in third. I believe Ginny, yes, Ginny in fourth. And in fifth is Patrick Starr. And that's your top five. Sheldon trying to make a move on the inside of Patrick Starr for fifth position. As he will try and clear him. Not really looking too good for him right there. As still continuing to dominate this race, basically, at this point, is Twister Rodriguez in that 5. Once again, here comes Mr. Krabs trying to make a move on the inside as Tuck, I believe, passed him. And he will retake second position. It's just a battle for all the other positions rather than first. Sometimes you get that. And this track is definitely no exception. That was slow there for a second. I don't know what happened there. I guess he got cut off the racetrack. It's going to cost him a little bit. Ooh! Sheldon Lee got into the wall there. Oh, so that's probably what happened with Sam. He probably got into the wall himself. But I don't know. That's only a theory there. You can kind of see the margin a little bit. Lap 29. We're almost coming up on a few more laps to go. This race is about to be over. Will Twister Rodriguez go back-to-back for the first time in NRA history? A driver could go back-to-back here. Once again, man. I mean, I feel like at this point, really, Twister might be the luckiest person right now on this whole entire racing league. He goes from blowing out his engine in the Nicktoons shootout to here after 2 wrecks and 2 races, getting him in position to win. And now here he is, leading at Dover. Same exact thing as the Mesmer's 350. As it is lap 31. There's Jenny Wakeman still in 4th. The 24 car of Patrick Starr and the 22 of Sheldon Lee still battling for that last really key points position. I definitely think that Patrick needs this more because I think he is way back in 10th with 80 points. So he really needs this a lot more than Sheldon does, so that's why he's really determined to get it. There's Brad in 7th. That's a huge story for today. The points leader in 7th position. There's SpongeBob SquarePants in a 20 car, and 8 and 12 of Sam Dullard rounds out your field. Or at least your running field, I should say. In 9th. So here on lap 33. We see Twister just driving his Dodge Charger. Possibly the victory lane here for the 2nd week in a row. We'll see what happens. Ooh, Jenny Wakeman it looks like has caught up to Mr. Krabs in the 32 car. Making up some ground. As Jenny Wakeman goes to his inside. Jenny Wakeman may clear him here. Yes, he will. Yes, she will. And she does clear him. Let's go on board with Mr. Krabs. Ooh, gonna try and go for the inside again. Ooh. Some tight racing between those two. So we are on lap 36. Only a few more laps to go for Twister Rodriguez, as he has nobody challenging him right now at the moment. As he will just absolutely just fly away with this race, basically, at this point. Meanwhile, for third, Mr. Krabs passes Ginny for the lead. It's really a matter of a battle between both of those positions, really. Fifth and third. So we're going to have a few more laps to go now for Twister Rodriguez in that 5. The 95 to Tuck Carbuncle basically hopeless at this point. I won't be able to catch up with him, as he is a full turn away from him. So, as next time by will be the final lap, let's go and take a look and see if Twister can handle this. As here we go. Coming off of turn number 4, it's going to be one more lap here at Dover. Final lap, one more time around for Twister Rodriguez. Twister has been dominant all day. After the accident between turns 1 and 2, he is going to drive his 5 Dodge Charger all the way to victory lane. Twister Rodriguez tames the monster. What a performance by Twister Rodriguez. We have to look at the full points position to figure out where everyone finished. Just a dominating race. Congrats to Twister Rodriguez for being the first driver in NRL history to go back-to-back 2 weeks in a row. Twister Rodriguez wins the Kelpshake 400. As your final race results look like this. Coming in first, Twister Rodriguez gets his second win of the season and gets back-to-back wins here in week 2 and week 3. Second is Tuck Carbuncle. Third is Mr. Krabs. Fourth is Ginny Wakeman. And fifth is Sheldon Lee. Sixth, Patrick Starr. Seventh, Brad Carbuncle. Eighth, McGraw SquarePants. Ninth, Sam Dullard. And 10th, Auto Rocket, the only person out of the race because of the accident between turns 1 and 2 that didn't bring out a caution. Here are your point standings after 3 races. Thank you for watching. We'll see you guys soon. Take care, everyone.